Hello guys, welcome back to our channel Tech Skill Builder. So in our last session we have seen multiple uh, components like clickable components like button, touchable opacity and pressable. We have also seen other basic components, image, text. Now by using those we are going to have login page design. So let's create one file like login screen.js. So import React from React. So to design the login screen, we'll use text input. So we'll look into what is a text input, and we will try to use touchable opacity because it's more customizable button or clickable component. We also use view. We also use the text component. Let's see. So let's import view text input from React Native. Okay, so text input image we are going to use touchable opacity and text. So login screen, so return. Okay, view and here export default login screen, and then we'll import this in index.js. So index.js is our entry point of the React Native application from /c and then login page, login screen. Just paste this here, login screen. Let's try to run. So npx to run npx React Native run and write. We'll go to login screen. Here we'll use style background color orange and flex equal to 1. So our screen container is ready to design our login page. So what flex one will do is like to ensure the outer container, it will take the full screen of the main layout. Now we'll design another view style, and then here background color we will take as white, and then we'll say we'll give some height for this view, maybe 400 is the height. Now it's coming on the top of the main layout, but we want this layout, this view in the center. So align atoms center, and then justify content will be center. Okay, what happened? Align item center. Okay, justify content is a center, and then we'll try to 400 is the height, and we can give width as something, some 100% is will be the width. Okay, so now you can see this our container of height 400 is already is on the screen. So orange color is the main container, and our another white color is another sub container for our login screen. We'll design our login screen like loading image. So we will have the logo. So already we have seen how to load image from our local, so local storage, local folder. So it requires, and we need to give path of our image. So what is the image name? Take skill builder dot take skill builder dot png. Let's see. Yeah, so we want this image on in center, or all atoms of this view of this sub container should be in center. So align atoms center. Okay, so we have already loaded this image, and just remove this, and then we'll have one title. We'll use the text. We will see this is a login screen. Okay, let's see where it is. Yeah, okay. So login screen, then we'll use username and the password fields. For that we will use the text input. So text input, we already have seen the list of basic component that text input. So it capture the user data. For example, there is a login form, and we will capture username and the password. For that we will use a text input that will from the React Native. We already have imported that. Okay, so what are the things we need here? Like we'll style this. First of all, we'll go for the placeholder, enter username. So it will indicate that to the user that you have to enter username, and then input type. What type of input is there? Input type or input mode will be input type will be text. Okay, input mode text. Okay, and then on input text is text, value will be something different. Okay, and we'll define, we'll store what whenever we are going to enter some fuel values that should reflect into that in particular text input. So we will have another two state variable. Later we'll see like what are the states variable and all. So username comma set username and use state. Use state is to store the current state of that particular variable. Okay, so another is the password comma set password. Okay, use state, and then okay, so here value will be your username. Okay, username, and then on change of the text here, text whenever the value will change from this text input, then what we can do is set username, and here we'll pass the text, so test. Okay, and max length, if suppose we want to restrict some 50 character length, then we can just enter max length the 12. So let's style up this text input. So we can say padding 15, and border border radius is 15, and border radius border color, we will use orange. And why it's not replicating, we have given the border radius, but border width should also be there. Border width 1. See, now it's looking like this. Okay, so some margin top we will use, margin top maybe 10 pixel. Okay, okay, this is, sorry, this is for to entering the username. Now we'll do for the password, enter password. So password should be secure, right? So input here another thing is like attribute is secure entry, so by default we'll say it's a secure entry. Okay, so whenever you will enter something here, sorry why it's repeating there, because we have set here set password and this password. Okay, so sorry, okay, okay, we'll remove this. Let's see. Okay, so now it's looked like this. So we have to align our image at the center of this particular container. So what we'll do is like align self attribute is there, and we'll say it's a center. Okay, and then for this also we will do some styling style. What we will do in styling, we'll say margin bottom, let's say some 15 pixels. Okay, and again we'll say like align self is the center. Now it's given center. We'll do this text as a bold. For that, fonts weight, and then we'll say 600. Okay, and we can specify font size as well, so let's say 22 pixel. Okay, and then how it is looking. Okay, for this we will say padding 20 pixels. Okay, so now it's looking good. For this login container, white container, we will give some border radius will so maybe 15 pixel. How it is looking good actually. So let's give like 40 pixel. Okay, it's more than that, so 25 pixel. Okay, let's design login button. Here for that we will use the touchable opacity. In the touchable opacity we will take text like login. Okay, so here we will style like font size maybe 18. Okay, so we'll style this touchable opacity saying the background color we'll say orange. Okay, and give some margin top margin top will be 20 pixel. Okay, why this coming here? So we'll say align cell center, so it will be in center, and just give some padding so that it will look good. Padding 20. Okay. Okay, we have given the height, that's it, is that it's taking that height only. Okay, now we have removed this. Let's give some border. So border radius let's say 30 pixel. How much we have given for our text input is border radius is a 15, so let's give the same. Okay, and padding maybe you can have 15 pixel. Okay, so login button is already done. So currently login text color is black by default, so we'll change to white. Okay, and we'll make this as a bold font weight, is it? Okay, make it 600. Okay, so our logo, our title, and your username and the password text input are ready along with the login button. Now we will have one forgot password link. Okay, so for that we'll just copy this, and then we'll say we don't want background color here, and then text color should be orange. Okay, and it's align self center, so we will change and we'll say it's a int. Sorry, so flex end. So now it will go like that. So this is for the forgot password. Okay, so this is login. This is what is the padding here we have used, so let's use 20 pixel. Okay, make it this one also 20 pixel. Okay, so what we'll do, okay, text input to padding 20, orange, margin top 10, input mode text, just remove for now. This is the border radius, margin top. Okay, here for password we'll keep the max length 8. Just try to, okay. So our login page design is ready. But why this size is less? Okay, let's see what is our mistake. Let's try to give height maybe 600 pixel. Okay, there is no effect of height. Enter password, text input, set text max length, this one, margin top 10. Okay, so let's try to remove this. Okay, align set center. Okay, we'll give height, it's maybe 50 pixels, and for this also we will give height 50 pixels, so both will be consistent. What is the issue? Border with one, margin top 10, height is, so let's remove this and we'll say padding start, so it will leave some space, 20 pixel at the start. Okay, and here also padding start, maybe 20 pixels. I think now it's both text inputs are consistent. Okay, maybe you can give some 55. Okay, so now your login screen is ready. Let's do some validation. So we'll put on press for login. Okay, on login button, login clicked. Okay, so let's define this function here. So okay, so what you will check here, you will check like if username, will check the length of the username dot length is equal to 0, or we can put like less than 8 character, then it will show alert saying alert dot alert, enter valid username, and we'll return this. Okay, and then again we'll check if password dot length is less than 8, then show this and return enter valid password, or else if both conditions are satisfied, then we'll say alert dot alert login successful. Okay, so now try to click here. Yeah, enter valid username. So take skill builder is our username, and now just try to click on this. Okay, your username is proper. But we have not entered the password. That's the reason it's coming. So let's have password take skill @123. Let's see. Now login successful. So because your both username and password satisfying this condition. Okay, now we'll add on press listener here on press. So here you can say alert dot alert, and he'll say you clicked forgot password link. Save and check. Yeah, it's working. You click forgot password link. So in this session we have seen like uh, we designed the login page where we used view and main container. For main container we have used view, inside view like login view, and then in that view we have used image component, then text component, then text input component, and then we have used the clickable component like touchable opacity for login button, and uh, forgot password link. I hope you understood these components, and you got like how to design the screen with input box uh, and the button and link and all. So thank you very much. If you like this video, just like the video and subscribe this channel to get such interesting uh, episodes or sessions. Thank you guys. Thank you.